Hey, welcome back to the Big Ranch Show. Not something I really wanted to post here for this Mother's Day episode of the Big Ranch Show, but unfortunately, it is what it is. Apparently, the man who was tasked with taking care of 4-year-old Maleah Davis has been charged in her disappearance. Namely, charged with suspicion of tampering with a corpse. Which obviously means the police officers and the detectives all believe that the worst has become of this little girl. I hope this turns out not to be the case, but Darian Vince, the girl's what would have been stepfather, was charged and arrested yesterday afternoon in the disappearance. Bond set at right around $1 million. Anyhow, either way you go, this was a tragic thing. A little girl whose life was lived in neglect and abuse, to the point that she had a major head injury caused potentially by abuse, and that's why she was removed from the home in the first place, only to be returned to be possibly murdered by a person who was tasked with her care. Now, I don't know the full story here. I don't think any of us do. But I would really like to know how this happens. How, if what the mother is claiming is true about abuse, why did you leave your child with an abuser? Especially someone who was angry before you left town. But those are questions only the mother can answer. And right now, she is grieving the potential loss of her child. And I don't believe she intended any of this to happen. Who would think that just because you have a fight with your significant other, that significant other is going to harm your child? You wouldn't think that was possible. But unfortunately, it looks like that may have been the case. As for 4-year-old Maleah Davis, she's still missing. They have not found her. But in his apartment, they did find blood evidence, apparently, that is linked to the little girl. Looks like possibly another case of another child possibly killed by somebody tasked with their care. It reminds me so much of the Sharon Matthews case, where people searched for days and weeks trying to find this little girl, only to find out that the father had done something. And now it's another case where it looks like that may be of what happened. Anyhow, if you have any information, please call the Houston Police Department or the Sugar Land Police Department. They'll be able to get you in contact, I think, with the right people. Anyhow, this has been the Big Ranch Show. I've been your host, Jacob Keck. I'll see you down the road.